Welcome back. On to some international news now. The Obama administration has denied reports that its endorsement of India's bid for a seat in the United Nations Security Council was linked with resolving the Kashmir issue. Early this week, India too had rebutted the reports. Speaking at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, India's National Security Advisor Shiv Shankar Menon said that as far as New Delhi was concerned, things were moving in the right direction for India to get a permanent seat at the UN Security Council. The visiting head of the US Central Intelligence Agency, that is Leon Panetta, held talks with India's security chiefs and Home Minister P. Chidambaram in Delhi today. Sources say the talks were centered on threats being faced in the region. The CIA director is also said to have shared intelligence related to Pakistan. In news from Rajasthan, a day after a woman police constable was found murdered in her house, the Chief Minister of the state has announced a compensation of 10 lakh rupees and a government job for Maya Yadav's family. The minister has also said that all the staff of the Chechat police station in Kota should be sent back to the police line pending an inquiry into her alleged rape and murder. Yadav was posted at the Chechat police station since December last year. 2 suspects, a cook and a constable, have been arrested. A sentry too has been suspended for negligence. Well, barely a few more hours to go for the big games of the year at the national capital to kickstart. Well, the venues are all ready. The Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, where the grand opening ceremony will take place tomorrow, is all set. The games village too is now fully functional. It's cleaner and many of the athletes seem to be much happier than they were once. The game's baton reached the village, which is where it will now make its final journey to the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium for the opening ceremony tomorrow. The president of the International Olympic Committee, Jacques Roch, meanwhile arrived in India early this morning. The Delhi police claims that security is in place and described the task of providing security to the 41 Games venue as a huge logistical challenge.
बेटा ये सिक्योरिटी का है और मूवमेंट बहुत हजारों लोग क्योंकि ओपनिंग सेरेमनी जा रहे हैं केवल कल के लिए और क्लोजिंग सेरेमनी 14 को बाकी दिन सब कुछ बाजार वगैरह खुले रहे.
This is a moment of great challenge for Delhi police and we are making sure that at least on our part we leave no stone unturned to make sure that this is successful. We have a new system, a security matrix now for the Commonwealth Games, which is much higher than what was followed earlier sporting events, and this is in accordance with the time.
Now, after travelling to 10 cities, a special train to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of poet Rabindranath Tagore has reached Chennai. The Sanskriti Express, as it's called, is an initiative by the Indian Railways and will travel around India for a period of 1 year. The train will leave to Puducherry on the 6th of October. Our reporter Lokpriya lapped up the life and times of one of India's most famous cultural icons.
The Sanskriti Express has just chugged into the Chennai Central. This 5-coach exhibition brings alive the legacy of the great Rabindranath Tagore. His pictures, paintings and literary works are on display at this mobile museum. I am right now at Chitrarekha, a coach that is exclusively dedicated to the paintings done by the genius. Paintings on different topics mesmerizes you completely. Divided into 5 coaches, this exhibition throws light on the life and works of the versatile genius. The exhibition will be at platform number 11 of Chennai Central till October 6th. Step in to transport back to the era of the legend. In Chennai, Lokpriya, NDTV Hindu.
Well, on to some cricket news. Now, Australia ended their marathon innings on day 2 of the Mohali Test between the Kangaroos and the Men in Blue. Australia were bowled out for 428 with Shane Watson top scoring with 126 for the visitors. In reply, India got off to a flyer with Virender Sehwag scoring a quick 59, which ensured that India crossed the 100-run mark in less than an hour's time. India now have ended their day at 110 for 2, still trailing Australia by 318 runs.
Up in the air, this should be taken.
Well, that's all from me for the moment. But before we leave you, here's some images, which is our way of saying Jai Ho to our Bapu of all times. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.